Hey everybody, it's Carol with Refunction Crafts, and today we are going to be making a big prayer box. I decided I wanted to do a big one. This is going to be a really nice one, you guys. I got this box from my dear friend Deanna. She sent me, she has actually sent me several cigar boxes, and this happens to be a really nice one. Made really well, and it's got the nice internal bits and pieces. So I wanted to, and I left the sticker on the outside of it, not because it's going to show up or anything, but it is kind of decorative. But I did spray over the outside of it. Sorry, you guys, the trash men are here. But I just left it on there so that I didn't have to deal with the mess that sometimes the stickers will make. And it's going to be covered up anyway, so for the most part. So I just left it on there, and I also left the one on the inside. We are going to be putting something on the inside of this box as well. So I just thought this would be a fun thing. Now, the only thing I don't have to put with this right now is I want to do something beautiful. Maybe some beautiful tags. Let me grab some that I have printed and cut them out and stack them on the inside. Maybe a few different kinds. But, you know, something like this. These are on cardstock, and put them on the inside with this pen. This is one of the pens that Jeff made, and this is just one of the simplest pens that he does. But look at that beautiful pink. And since I'm doing the box in pink, I thought, you know what? I'm going to add that pen. It was between this one and this one, but honestly, I felt like this one's really more elegant, so I'm going with this one. And I was so excited because I had a pink pen to use for this, so we'll just leave that on the inside for now. So anyway, so what we're going to be doing is we're going to be using a lot of lace, and I'm going to be using one of my crosses to put on the top of this. It's going to be beautiful. And I just finished putting the rhinestones around the outside of this cross. I had almost forgot about it. I was just going to put it on there without them on there. But I can't do that. It's got to be finished the way I want it to be finished. You know, and I went back and forth about whether I wanted to do purple, because I had this cross out as well. And I had purple embellishments. But in the end, because I had that pink pen, that helped me make the choice to do this in pink, and I think it's a good choice. The way that we're going to start this, we're going to go ahead and get going here. I am going to add this piece of lace to the top of this. Look at how beautiful that is, and this is one that I got from my friend Robin. She sent me some lace pieces, and they're just so beautiful. I just love them. I've gotten some of these doilies from a few of my subscribers, and I just love them. And I have a hard time using them because I never want to waste a doily, especially a pretty one like this one. So I really wait until I know I've got that perfect thing that I want to use it on. And I have that perfect thing that I want to use it on now. And I've got some other laces. I've got some trims. I've got this beautiful trim that I got from Robin. I love this trim so much, and I think I got some of that from someone else too. I'm trying to figure out. I've got to keep my boxes separated as to who gave me what, and I am trying to do that now. But sometimes when I'm sitting here working, I don't have the box nearby and I can't remember or whatever. So I need to stop saying anything if I'm not sure who it was that sent it to me, and I can acknowledge them later. You know, either in the description menu or, you know, however. But sometimes it just needs to be later. Okay, so I'm going to put this on top, and then we're going to work with some laces to go around the edges and other places. And in fact, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start this off by the edge laces. I'm going to use this to go around these edges here. I think it's beautiful, and I need to make sure I have the right side up, and that would be this side. And the other thing that I do need to do is to snip any little bits of strings that might be popping up, and this lace has them every so often, probably about every 6 inches. It has a little piece where it was probably connected to the other side. I'm guessing that's why they have them. And it's been taken apart, but when they take it apart, they leave these little nubs of thread that need to get cut off, because I don't like them there, because I feel like they will leave, they won't look finished. It won't look polished. And I want this to look very elegant, you guys. This is going to be one of my more expensive items in my shop. I'm going to tell you that right now. Not only because of what it is, because it is a very lovely, lovely box. And it's near and dear to me because Deanna gave it to me. And this is one of the favorite ones that I've received so far. I just love it. And I think it's going to turn out amazing. But also, because the pen, when we sell those pens, just the ones that I showed you, they are about $25 just by themselves in the shop. So that adds to the price of this, although with this whole thing together, that will come down a bit. So, but the box itself with everything in it, yeah, I'm good, because I'm going to be putting lots of stuff on the inside, note cards so that you can write and put your prayers on and all that good stuff. So yeah, it's not going to be a cheap one, you guys. I'm just going to let you know. And I'm going to squeeze my glue gun for a second here and get the brown glue out, because it's been sitting for a little bit, so it's a little bit burnt. Now that feels like all of it's coming out brown. I think what I need to do is just, I'm going to get my silicone pad here and just go along that until I get to where that's clear. And those I can pull right off of this pad. As soon as they harden. So we're going to put that aside. Glue side up. Okay, so let's start gluing this on here. We're going to go right along about there. And I want to get it on there first. Darn, I didn't cut this one edge off. All right, that's okay. And let me just heat this up again because it's already hardened. Okay. There we go. All right, that gets us started at least. Okay, now I'm just going to kind of go in little sections, not too much at one time, because it does start to cure fast because of the wood. It's cool and hard, and so that causes the glue to cure very, very quickly. And on the corners, we're just going to do like that. We're just going to kind of fold it over and give it a little pleat. so that the corner looks like that. And it'll look finished and not off. Okay, now we want to kind of keep doing that until we get it all the way around to this side, and we can put it straight again. Just like that. Try to get your glue strings off of there as best you can now. But if you have to wait until you're done, always know you can use your heat gun or your blow dryer to melt those strings and get them off of there. I think this is going to be so pretty. Wait till I show you some of the other stuff that I'm kind of doing with this. It's going to be gorgeous. And right there, I want to pleat. And we're just going to put a little bit on that corner there so we can get it coming round and looking the way that it needs to look. This box is going to be so gorgeous, you guys. I can't wait to get it done. I was playing around with different things, flowers, because I do have some of my handmade flowers. And originally I had thought that was what I was going to do. And then I had the idea from working on my prayer boxes. I did get those finished. And from looking at those, I was thinking, okay, you know what? Maybe it'd be better if I make a little prayer box. So, and I have those beautiful crosses. So I just decided that that's what I wanted to do. And I think it's going to be gorgeous. Now that I've done that, okay, let's see. Let's put that aside. And so that's what that looks like. Isn't that pretty? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to lift it like this. Actually, I'm going to do the back side first. And we're going to put this beautiful lace, whoops, around this portion of the box. And I think I'm going to start right here. And I'm going to just start by putting it right onto the lace. And I want to start this right there and work this one around the corner, just like that. I love this lace so much. It is so beautiful. And I have some more of it in like gold. And I want to say I've got some in pink too. I just burnt my finger. Oh, that hurt. I think I have gold. I know I have gold. And I think I did have some in a pink. I'm not positive about that. I might be wrong about that one. But I want to say I did have some in pink at one point. It's just beautiful, no matter what the color. It's just beautiful. And when I got the white, I hadn't had white before. I had just had the gold for a long time, and I love it. But when I got the white, I thought, oh my gosh, this is great. Now I can, you know, use it in other ways. Because sometimes, like this box, I wanted it to be white and pink. And I don't want the vintagey gold colors or brown colors or ivories or anything like that in it. I just wanted the white and the pink. So it's a shabby chic box. And I think right here I'm just going to go right across there. I want that to go right underneath that latch right there. And this one even has a pretty latch. For a cigar box, it's really pretty. And it was, even the brown, when it was brown, before I painted it, it was pretty. But I didn't want to leave it brown. I had actually, when I first got it, I had decided I was going to leave it brown. Because I do this to every one of them. I end up painting them white and doing them, you know, sort of shabby chic. And I never leave them brown. And I thought, well, I'll just leave this one brown. And then when I came up with the idea of doing the prayer box and stuff, I thought, nah, I'm going to paint it white. So, my word, my glue gun is so covered in glue strings. Okay, so there we go. And I'm going to cut this right at the edge, whoops, of this one here, around the corner. And put that aside. And then what I'll do, you guys, please make sure that you give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy it. I need to start getting more of those thumbs ups and those comments again. I know I usually get them when I ask you guys at the beginning of my videos, is when I get the most, but I forget to say that. And I kind of hate starting off my videos with, please give this a like and a thumbs up. I don't like to have to beg for that stuff, but it does help the channel. It helps to keep my channel going and to help my channel grow. So that's what I'm sort of working on right now. Look at that. Is that gorgeous? Ah, it's so beautiful. I'm wondering, okay, we do also have one more piece of lace that, or trim, that I'm going to put around this. I forgot about it because I hadn't pulled it out. I was trying to be totally prepared for this video, but I do want to put this around the outer edge at the top here. So we are going to add this piece right here, and I'm just going to go right along there, and this should be fairly quick because it's just a straight piece of trim, and I can lay it down, press it, and be done with each side. So, okay, next edge. That piece right there was a little bit bunched up, but I'm actually glad it didn't stick. Let me do just a little bit at a time here. There we go. Yeah, I have to really work to uncurl it. And then this part's fine. Had I noticed that, I probably would have started after that section, because I hate trying to do that when I'm right in the middle of gluing something down and then I see that it has a problem like that. Because some are easy to unbunch and some are not. And this one is not that easy to unbunch from a curl long ways like that when it's curling this way. It was not easy to get that to stop. Okay, there we go. Front looks beautiful. And we do have a few glue strings going on here. I hate when I can't get a hold of it. Okay. One of these days I'm going to go and I'm going to buy myself a really good pair of scissors. One that doesn't go bad so fast and get dull so fast. And I'm only going to use it on fabric. So that I don't get all of this, having them get stuck on my pieces and not being able to make it look right. So this piece is going to go right over the top there. I'm going to stuff that in there, and there we go. And here we go again. One other little piece. There we go. Okay. Okay. We do have quite a few little glue strings around here. Well, that's the way it goes when you're putting a lot, you're doing a lot of gluing all the way around it. That's just the way it goes. Okay, so that's what we've got there. Isn't that gorgeous, you guys? And I don't think, I was thinking about putting something around the bottom, the very bottom. I mean, actually it does look really nice and finished with that at the bottom. Or should I go with what we've got at the top? Let me set it this way. And put it up under those little long pieces there. Like that. That looks gorgeous. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Let me see. Like that. I don't know, you guys. Oh goodness. I'm gonna wait and think about that. I don't have to do that right now. So the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna glue our doily on the top. This is the top side. It's the shiny side of the doily. This is the not shiny side. And I'm just going to, I'm going to grab another glue stick because I know I'm going to need more glue, probably. But we want to do this rather quickly. So maybe not. But I do need to make sure it is centered appropriately. And that looks pretty darn good. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go around and just add glue to these points. That's okay. Okay. Oh, I just hate glue strings. Don't you guys hate them? They get all over everything and then they just get caught and you just have them flying all over the place. I probably should have just done this to begin with, because that glue where I put it initially just hardened right up. Okay. There we go. That looks gorgeous. And no decal on the top. There was no way I was going to put a decal and then cover it up by putting this and the cross on the front and all that stuff. No, no, no. I wasn't going to mess it up that way. So, but look at this. I've already played around with it a little bit to see what it was going to look like. But look at that, you guys. Ah, it's so beautiful. Just like that. Isn't that gorgeous? And that's not it. We're still going to embellish this cross a little bit too. I was thinking, my friend Kareth sent me this piece here. It was a brooch. And I love it so much, and I have been waiting and waiting and waiting. I did add some of this on here, and I put this one on here that says she believed she could, so she did. I love that saying very much. I'm sorry, I'm pulling a piece of glue off of my thumbnail. It's driving me crazy. Okay. So anyway, I was thinking I might want to try and put this like right in the center of the cross. Look at how beautiful that is. But the other thought of mine, and I thought it was really pretty, was to take a couple of butterflies, because you guys know me and butterflies, and initially I thought, oh, I can use the butterflies and I can use that. But then once you get the butterflies going, it feels like you're completely covering up the cross. Now that looks beautiful. It's simple. And then I was going to put maybe a butterfly like up in one corner, you know, just to kind of set it off. Maybe over here, I don't know. Or I could put this butterfly on the cross. I don't want to cover up the bumblebee though. That was my other thing. I'm trying not to cover up the bumblebee because I really like that bumblebee. So that butterfly is gorgeous. It's absolutely beautiful. And then I could take and maybe use this one up in the corner or down here. Maybe just like somewhere like that or like that. I mean, the butterflies are gorgeous and they're simple. And so that's where I'm struggling with myself is, do I want to go simple? And I mean, really, I'm not covering anything more up by adding this to the cross. You know, if I do like that. It's just so beautiful. It's so beautiful. But there, it's so simple. And, you know, if I'm being honest, I feel like simple might be better in this case. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? And I mean, I thought about adding some of my flowers. I've got a couple of my handmade flowers over here. But I actually have something else that I was planning on using them in. However, it doesn't matter. If I want to use them in this, I can use them in this. I'm not going to prevent myself from using them because I can use other flowers in the other piece that I was going to do. But these are beautiful peony flowers that I made. These are not handmade by me. These are just little silk flowers that I had. But if I was to put a couple of those sort of in the corner, in a corner, and maybe put like a white one back here, or just put white ones sort of on the edges like that. Or I could even move the cross over a little bit. I mean, that's okay too. Maybe put these like right there. We could put the butterfly on that side maybe, without covering up the bumblebee. And let's see. Could do something like that. But you know, these definitely I'm not thrilled with. They're not singing to me. I've also got these beautiful little bows that are super pretty. Or I could take and just put one maybe on the cross right there, or just down here, or up here above the cross. But I feel like that's not really adding anything to it. I don't want to add something just for the sake of adding it, although I really want to use these bows. I still have not found that right thing to add them in. It kind of goes good right there. Looks pretty. Or I could take a bow and just put it sort of in the corner of the box like that. I'm not feeling the flowers though on this particular box. I'm just not feeling the flowers at all. Okay, so let's see. That looks really quite pretty with these bows in each one of these corners. That looks very pretty. I like that. It's simple. It's still keeping it simple. And actually, I love them like that. So if I use the two butterflies, or maybe just one butterfly, you know, we don't have to use both of them. But I like them both. They're different, but they're both pink. Although that hits the spot right there. The right pinks in every single piece. Everything looks gorgeous. I could even take this and just put it off to the side. But it is a dangly piece, and so I think I'm going to use this in something else. And what I may do with this is I do have another pink cross that I'm working on. I might use this in that pink cross. Because the flowers on that cross are not quite as bold and beautiful as they are in this one. And I think that this would set off the other cross even better. So I love that, but I love that more. So, all right, you get to go back in your box. The other thing that I do have, and I was thinking maybe I could, I don't want to put it underneath it, but if I started in the corners and maybe did like Happy Bird does, she used to make the little crosses. I'm just going to wrap it up this way for now. And she would put rhinestone chain hanging over like this and just kind of hanging down the cross like that. And that would also be very pretty. Sort of like that. I think that looks really nice. Or what I could do is just take, I want some pearls in here, I really do, but if they're not going to work, they're not going to work. But I do love to have some pearls sort of draped around on these kind of boxes. So I could even take it and just kind of go around and drape the pearls around the box. Glue them in a few spots. You know, take them around and just sort of something like that. What do you think, you guys? I think that looks beautiful, actually. I really like it. But then again, there's that. And I need to start going more simple with some of my projects. I think I need to do that. I need to work on that. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. We're just going to do that right there. So I'm going to glue this bow on right here in this corner. Just like that. And glue this bow on opposite corner. And that's the way I like to do it, you guys. When I'm embellishing something like this, I like to do opposite corners. And our cross is going to get B7000 because we don't want this to fall off. So I'm just going to squeeze it around on the back. Remember, these crosses are like, they're magnets, and they are actually made out of, I think it's MDF. And once you resin them like I have, and, you know, add stuff to them, they can get pretty heavy. So you want to make sure that you're going to glue it on there well. And then I'll add a little bit of hot glue just to keep it steady for the moment. And we're going to be very careful when we set this down so that it is laying in the center. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try and be quick about this. We're going to put a couple of dots of hot glue in a couple of places and grab hold of it. And that's about where it needs to be. Right about there. I feel good about that. And you guys, if it's off center just a tad or something, don't worry about it. We have to, perfection is a myth. And anybody who thinks they do everything perfect, they're not being honest with themselves. And there are times when I can get something and do it and it's pretty near exactly what I wanted it to be, but not always. And then we are going to B7000 our butterfly. I'm just trying to figure out where I need the glue, the adhesive to go. Okay, I'm going to set that aside, and this butterfly is going right here. Just like that. Isn't it gorgeous, you guys? Oh my gosh, I think it's so beautiful. Let me put this pin back in the center of that. Okay. Sorry about the noise, you guys. My husband's doing something at the screen door there. Okay. That's just a little sequin flower, but it's actually kind of pretty. I was just wondering if it might be pretty on there somewhere. Okay, let's leave that alone for now. Put that away. And I'm going to get rid of this stick because I pretty much know where I need to be right now. Okay, so I'm going to give this a few minutes to set and dry. And in fact, I am going to add a little bit of resin right here. And I'm going to put my lamp over the top of it and let that sink in. And I'll be right back. Okay, so I've taken everything out of the inside of this. Now that all that's left to do, we have got the outside completely put together. And look at how gorgeous this is, you guys. I am so thrilled with this box. Now we need to take and get the inside completed. I'm very gently going to open that. And we're going to put this right here. So that should go fairly easily. These are the super sticky transfers. So these are the ones that tend to want to stick. Like if you're putting another one on it, and putting this over another one, I should say, it will stick to it and it'll pull the other one off. So I just want to get this as centered as I can, and if it's not perfect, I'm not going to worry about it. And we're just going to press that down on there, and I don't want to press every single edge down because I want to be able to grab it. So I'm going to take my little stick here that they give you with the decals, and I'm just going to go over this really well so that it doesn't come up, because that's the thing, this sticky sticks to this transfer as well sometimes, and sometimes certain pieces or bits of it don't want to come up. Sometimes it'll even pull up paint, but I'm not going to worry about that because that I can touch up if I have to later, if I have a problem. I don't think I will, because I've put them on this paint, on hundreds of things with this paint, and I have not had too many problems with the paint coming up, except for a couple of times when I didn't let the paint dry long enough. And this paint's been dry on this box plenty long enough. Oops, I'm sorry. You guys didn't even see that, did you? I was taking this little stick here and just going over this whole transfer like that to get it stuck down to make sure it doesn't come up. And then, I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention to the fact that I was off screen, but that's okay. You're seeing the main part. So now we're just gonna pull it, and I like to pull my transfers holding them down as far as I can. And see, now this little piece, here's what's happening. It's sticking to the paper, and the paper's wanting to peel up. I should have thought about that. I did not think about the fact that that paper might want to come up. Let's see if we can get to the other side and maybe get the other side to peel back and then leave everything behind. Fingers crossed. Sometimes that is the way to fix this problem. I've got paper over here too, though, so I'm afraid I may have a problem. Okay, so let's get this. Oh, fingers crossed. Oh, look at, see, that paper's coming up. Oh my goodness. I did not want that to happen. I didn't even think about the fact that the paper from the label would come up. And it's bringing up these flowers. Oh my word. Let's see how we can how we can do this. Ah, goodness, you guys. Okay, now see, this one's staying down on this side, so let's see if I can get it to come around. You never know what's going to happen. That's the only thing I don't like about these transfers. They're some of my favorites, but they're so sticky that they pull other stuff up, and it just, oh, that's frustrating. That makes me so sad. I mean, really, really, really sad if this happens to the whole thing. Oh my goodness. So now I'm going to pull, because see, these flowers stayed down. Oh, look, look, look. It's staying down. Oh, look, except for a couple of little spots where the paper's coming up, but the flowers and the leaves mostly are sticking down. Oh, fingers crossed, you guys. Cross your fingers. Even though you're not here right now. Okay, okay, okay. Come on. Come on. Woo! You guys, it worked. Yay! Oh my goodness, I just got a little bit of paper that came up with it. That's it. And that's okay, because I can dab those spots there with a little bit of paint and I will be okay. So that is that. And I'm not going to do that on camera because I'm going to use my other paint. And I have actually run out of it and I need to buy another can, and I'm going to just spray it and then dab it with the brush and dab it in there. The same paint that I painted this with, it's a spray paint, but I just will spray a little puddle of it and then dab it on these little sections here and here and here and right in here, and we will be fine. Look at that. Oh my goodness. I'm so happy. Okay, so, and I wanted to show you guys, this is a little angel that Sherry sent me, and I added the flowers around her crown. And in her hand, she had a little banjo, but you could barely tell that it was a banjo. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to put flowers there and make it look like she's holding flowers. She's going to go on the inside of this box with the, with the note cards. The prayer cards. I'm sorry. So she will just go on there with this. I'm going to use my B7000 to put this piece of felt on the bottom. I already cut it to size. That was easy peasy, you guys. So I didn't figure you guys needed to really see that. But see, this stuff doesn't come out as fast as the E6000, so it's just coming out in little dribbles here. But that's okay. I'll get it all over it and put this down. Ooh, look at that. I'm using my left hand. I think my left hand's doing a better job than my right hand was. The problem is my right hand, it's starting to get a little bit of arthritis in it, and so it hurts all the time. And the problem is I can't use like Advil or Aleve much, because if I do, I actually am allergic. So if I do, and I use it too often, I use it occasionally, but if I use it too often, then my, literally, my throat will close up and I could be in serious trouble. So I don't do it very often. It happens if I've used it too many times and then I just keep using it and using it and using it on a daily basis. Then I have problems. Okay, so we've got that down on the bottom. There's a little bit of a gap right there, but that's okay because we're going to take a piece of this and we're going to go around the entire inside above the felt like this. And we're going to go around the entire inside with that. So that's okay. So we're just going to start actually putting glue right onto the trim. And if I can just get it in that corner without burning my finger like I am. I burned my finger. We'll just start laying that down, and then I can start squeezing the glue inside. But this is going to be it, you guys. This is all we have left to do. Like I said, I am going to cut the note cards, and when I put it into my shop, in fact, I'll have those cut before I take the pictures of the box and put them up on this video. So you guys will be able to see what note cards are going to be in here and what it's going to look like. I think it's going to be gorgeous. Well, I know it's going to be gorgeous because we've already seen the outside and it looks amazing. I'm super duper happy with it. And I think anybody who likes shabby chic and prays a lot and likes prayer boxes would love this. Make a great gift for someone that you know that you know, writes down their prayers on the daily. I think they would enjoy something like this to have sitting on the table next to them, either at night when you're watching TV or at night before you go to bed. I think that's, for me, that's the best time. That's when I do my praying, is before bed. I pray all day, you guys. I pray on a regular basis. All day, most days. But I know we all have a lot of prayers for our friends that are going through stuff and that might need a little encouragement from up above, and something like this is great to have so you can put your prayers down for your friends. And make sure that you don't forget about them at the end of the day. Right there. And I'm getting close to running out of glue in this thing. I was going to start in that corner, but I don't know if I have enough glue to get all the way up there. Oh, I do. Oh, and I cut that just a little too long. And I don't know how these scissors are going to do cutting it. I have to pull it up. And don't cut it like I am, you guys. Make sure you get it in exactly the right spot, because you don't want to do that, because then it tends to want to unravel like it did a little bit there. But we'll just push that down into the corner there, and you can't even tell. Well, there's one little piece that didn't get any glue. Okay, let me take one of my little sticks, because I'm going to burn my finger if I don't do it this way. There we go. There we go. Can't even tell. Okay, so that is it, my friends. That is our little box There's our little angel and our pen. And then I'm going to do some of these note cards, and I will do some other ones as well. I think I've got some crosses. I don't think I have them in this box that I have right here. They're in another one. Yeah, they're in a different box. But I will get this all done and take pictures of everything that's going inside of the box. Here's my little thinking of you, and it's got a little note card that says good things are going to happen. So that's going on the inside. And that's it, you guys. We've got our box completely done. And it's beautiful, with the exception of a little bit of white paint in there and our note cards. And look at that, you guys. I am so pleased with how this turned out. I really, really, really love it. I'd love to keep it for myself, but I think at some point I'm going to make myself one. I have another, like a flatter box. It's a little less full, but I have a little flat box that's about this size that I think I may make one of these for myself with, because I need to have one sitting next to me. I do not have one right now, and I find I'm always making stuff for everyone else, and so maybe I need to make one for myself and make sure that I am writing my prayers down at night. So that is it, you guys. We are done. Those flowers would be pretty, wouldn't they? But they're not going on there. Okay, that's it. Thanks a lot for watching, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and please give it a thumbs up. Make a comment down below. Let me know if you'd like to see more boxes like this. I also do embellishment boxes, which I have not done any in a little while. But I do make embellishment boxes, and I plan on making some of those in the near future again. And getting back to a little bit more of my shabby chic stuff, because I do love it so much. And yeah, that's it, you guys. Thanks a lot for watching. God bless each and every one of you. Stay safe, stay well, take care of yourself, take care of your family, love them, tell them you love them all the time. It's important, you guys. And stay tuned for pictures on the back end. Love y'all. Thank you. God bless. Bye-bye.